Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, we got a very great guest, and he's going to be starring in a sci-fi television series called GenZeroes. And I'm talking about Richard Harmon. I'm really looking forward to talking to him. He's a great actor. He's won numerous awards, and it's going to be a really fun interview, and I'm really looking forward to having a conversation with him. I've been a fan of his for many years, and I'm really happy I got the opportunity to interview him. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room, and my interview with Richard will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Room, and welcome to my nightmare. Stay tuned. Okay. Welcome to Grue, and thanks so much for taking time out of your night and coming on the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you. So, the first thing I wanted to start out by asking is that you're part of this brand new series, the Sci Fi Show.
Yeah,
And can you tell us a little bit about the character you play and what the series is?
absolutely. Yeah. So it's GenZeroes is the series, and I play a character called Vigo. I'll give you a little backstory first about what the story is.
Okay.
It's like 200 years after there was an alien invasion on Earth. The aliens kind of came down. We tried to fight back. We didn't really have the capability to defeat the aliens. So they just sort of took, all they wanted was all of our resources on the planet. So they kind of stripped the planet of all of its resources. And now it's 200 years later and there's still humans left. But like the world's just not what it was. There's no water. There's no all this stuff. So people are really like just scrounging for stuff. And there's a bunch of different kind of factions that have broken off from each other, of certain styles of beliefs and things like that, of just little like tribes of humans essentially, and my character is the head of one of these tribes, who I would describe our faction as kind of like a cult that worships the aliens, and
Oh, wow.
my character wants the aliens to come back. I've deemed them to be like gods to us. So I want them to come back, and my whole thing is that I want to destroy every other faction of people to kind of limit the amount of resistance that the aliens get if they ever come back. My character's name is Vigo, and he is an absolute psychopath, just a warmongering psychopath, and I absolutely love playing it.
Nice.
Yes.
So like, what drew you to the show?
Oh, I mean, the thing was, I got the first time I heard about it was Alex Ponovic reached out to me, who I've known for years, who's one of the producers and one of the leads on the show.
Yeah.
I've known him for years. We worked together. And he said, do you want to do the show that we're doing? He mentioned all the other people, Nicole Munoz, Mark Hildreth, like so many, Bethany Brown, so many amazing people, Tomo. The list goes on and on. I could spend all day, all the great people that are on the show. And I was like, absolutely, I would do that. Let's just jump on. And it was that easy. He was like, all right, we'll send over the contract. And then 2 months later, we were shooting. So
Damn,
It was kind of like, it was a very unique experience as to what what it entailed getting the job. It was just sort of a friend reached out and said, are you interested? And I said, absolutely.
Nice, man. And how was it like actually working on the set and working with the cast? And
I mean, it was amazing. It's such an interesting thing, because we've shot 8 episodes so far, but they're really more like, it's currently what's out there. It's all free online. Obviously, everyone should go check it out.
mm-hmm.
Currently, it's half live action, which is where we'll do it, and then half comic book as well, like kind of filling in the story that you don't see that we do. So that was really kind of cool and unique. But on set, it was fantastic. We only literally each had to shoot one day, because
Nice.
currently what we've shot so far is little pieces of the first kind of bit to get you into it, and then hopefully we'll be back up and running and shooting a lot more in the near future.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see one of the guys on the cast is actually someone that I watch a lot because I'm a big wrestling fan, and I see
I am too. Big Show.
Paul
Yeah,
White, yeah,
Paul.
the Big Show.
Yeah, that was pretty cool for me. And he's such a lovely guy too. I'm a wrestling fan as well, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just patiently sitting back and waiting until Bray Wyatt comes back in any form. Until then, I like when they let go of Bray, I was like, "You're dead to me. You're so dead to me."
I know, right? Exactly. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Like,
I couldn't believe that. I was like, "How could you do that?" But maybe with Triple H running it, like, just bring him back if he's
yes,
interested in coming back. Like, he's the best storyteller
I know,
in
exactly.
years.
I
Yeah,
mean, when Bray had full control over his character, and he made the Fiend, like,
yeah. The Fiend
that
was
was
incredible. The
amazing.
man is he's a genius, and he's a great actor too. Like, that was the thing. As an actor, I really respected his mic skills were fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. Because
Yeah,
like everyone was wondering with the Fiend, like, is he going to AEW? Is he coming back to WWE? But like you
yeah.
were saying, with Vince gone and Triple H running it, you never know.
Who knows?
Bray
You
might
don't
come
know
back with
what
the
he's
Fiend.
thinking, or he just might never go back to wrestling. I don't know.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Who who's like your current person you're watching for wrestling? Like, do you have like someone you like the most? Like how you're a big Bray fan?
I don't have another guy like him. I really don't. Now. I'm like, I've kind of demoted myself to just watching the pay-per-views currently.
Yeah.
That's what I'll
Exactly.
do. I was after Bray left that I sort of was like, week to week, I don't think I'm as interested as I used to be
Hmm.
week to week
Hmm.
anymore. I still keep up on like what's happening. I'll see the results and all that, but I'm more of just I'll jump in on the pay-per-views now, see
Okay.
what they got, jump back out.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, going back to the show, is there any scene from the show that you had fun filming, or a scene
Oh God,
you
yeah. I
like
mean,
the most?
yeah, my scene with Bethany Brown, undoubtedly, which you can go like again, go online and watch it. Who I love working with because we worked together on the 100 already for a couple of years. Um, yeah, and it's so she's my second in command in my army, and she's almost as much of a psychopath as I am, maybe not a bigger psychopath. And it's me, I'm dead, and then like I like get brought back to life, and I'm just very mad about a lot of things, and she has to deal with my wrath, which she deals with it well. Yeah, that's a fun scene.
Okay, there you go. And what do you like best about playing him?
I mean, the freedom. I think they allotted me a lot of freedom with that character, and I think they gave that to pretty much everybody. They hired people that they trusted and also that they knew for the most part.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of trust on that set. I trust the writers; they trust me. We all trust each other. So that's my favorite thing about playing the characters. There's a lot of freedom that comes with being on that set.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I always ask guests this when I have them on the show. Like, was there any funny or cool behind the scenes stories that happened while you were filming?
Oh God. I mean, yeah, there always is, but oh yeah, I mean, Bethany and I both have metal teeth in the show.
Nice.
We have these like grills, and I didn't realize that I didn't put them on until the day that I got there. So that it was the funny thing to me was that figuring out that with them in, I have a lisp. I immediately have a lisp, and I was like, "Uh-oh, I don't know if this is what we planned on." So I had to change the accent of the character on the day that we
Oh,
started shooting because I was like, I can't speak the way I was planning to speak. I can't do it. So I found that a little bit comical and stressful at the same time, but it
well,
worked
yeah,
out. And
I'm sure.
I think what we ended up going with was good. So that's good.
And I I was looking online. And I saw like you're also a big horror fan, and
Big
one of your favorite horror movies is actually Halloween 3, the season of the
season of
witch,
the
right?
witch. Absolutely. what might be the greatest film of all time. We just don't get it. There's something that is missing. There's something missing, and I'm convinced that perhaps it's the greatest movie of all time because it just doesn't make any sense.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I love that film. Like
Everyone
looks at me like I'm crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I remember watching it the first time thinking like, what a terrible film. And why I was wondering, my buddy who's such a big cinephile, loves horror movies like I love horror movies, and he was so dead set on showing me Halloween 3 Seasons of the Witch. And he did, in the whole movie. I was like, what are you, can I swear? I was like, what the fuck are you, what the hell are you showing me this for? And it ended, and I was like, that had to be one of the biggest pieces of crap I've ever seen. And then he didn't say a word, and then I waited there in silence for about 15 seconds, and I just went like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Put it on again. And we watched it back to back. And he was like, I knew that was going to happen. And I was like, there's just something that I must be missing. And he's like, right? It might be the best movie of all time. And I was like, you might be right. It might be the best movie of all time. We all might be too stupid to understand the genius that is Season of the Witch. The night nobody came home. And isn't that curious?
And like the song, like that song is so catchy. That like when you watch that song,
Halloween, yeah, it's good.
I mean, the song and the whole thing with the masks, and the kids put the masks on, and
I bought one of those masks. Was this the lead actor's name? Tom Atkins, I think was the name.
Yeah.
Tom Atkins, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a couple of years ago for Halloween, I dressed up as him in Season of the Witch, but from the end. So I just like duct taped myself to a rolly chair and just wheelied my way across the party with like a gray wig on and the mask.
Oh my god!
No one got the reference. I was like, "What are you?" And I was like, "I don't even
have." and what I love best about that film is like it stands on its own, like, because all the Halloween films are Michael Myers, and this is like the one film out. Yeah, it's the only film that stands on its own.
Well, did you know that was going to be the plan? Was that was going to be the first one? The third was going to be the first one of the rest of it. They were done with Michael Myers, is what I heard.
Yeah.
And they were going to do that, and then they were going to do. It was just going to be Halloween, which was going to turn into an anthology film series where it would be a different story every single time, starting with 3, moving on. And that bombed so bad that they were like, bring back Mike, just bring back Myers, you need him. But then I saw what they did. They were sneaky with it because I really liked the last 2, like the new reboot,
Mm-hmm.
sequels. They're not even reboots, it's like a sequel, really, that they did in the last couple of years. I really enjoyed them. But I saw what they did. They said you were very sneaky because you admitted that 1 and 2 happened.
Yes, exactly.
That much you admitted.
Exactly.
And then you're like, well, this one is 18 years or whatever, or like 30 years or whatever after the events of 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I know what you're doing. This is now apparently 3 to you. You're saying that this is Halloween 3 then. And I don't buy that. That's bullshit. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch exists.
Right,
and
exactly.
You can't bury it. I will always remember it. You can't bury that film. It deserves to be heard. You can't bury it in the annals of history. It exists. And I love it. Even if I have to buy the rights to it myself, I will. And I might just turn it into a limited series. And then I'll fill in all the things that were missing in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. And I will make it the best movie of all time by filling in things that were missing.
I know, right? Damn, hey,
that's a concept.
I think you're on to something there.
Oh, I know I'm on to something. I know it.
I mean, screw Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. This idea
is better. The one you're most excited about. Yeah, I'm very excited for Halloween Ends though, but I actually didn't see Halloween Kills yet because I wanted to see it in theater and then I didn't, and then it was already past October. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait until next Halloween to finally watch Halloween Kills. And then I'll just back to back it. I'll go Halloween Kills at home and then go right to the theater for Halloween Ends. And that'll be like a nice double feature.
Nice,
We can
nice.
finally put an end to the Michael Myers chapter. But like
Do you
10 years,
really think it's
10,
going to be
10
the
no,
end?
the end of this actual like the Laurie Strode kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end of that with Jamie, undoubtedly. I think that'll be her last, I believe.
Oh, definitely.
But like, 10 years from now, it's gonna get rebooted and someone else is gonna be Laurie. So they already did that. Like Rob Zombie did his like two that he had with Scout Taylor Compton. Yeah, 10 years from now, it's just gonna get rebooted. And you know what? I'll be like, why do we need to reboot it? And I'll be so upset about it unless I get an audition for it, in which case
Right,
I'll be
exactly.
like, this is going to be better than the original. And then even if I don't get it, I'll still be complaining about it, but I'll still be there opening night. I'll be like,
that's how it works.
Let's just see how they messed up a classic.
That's how it works. That's what you do. You go in there saying that.
So
I wonder how they're going to screw
this,
this up.
You still got my money because I'm curious what you did to Halloween.
I know, exactly.
No, but the most recent ones I thought have been really good. I thought it was so brilliant that they were able to convince Jamie to come back. And those ones that I've only seen the first one of the two that are currently out. There will be three, obviously. That first one was awesome though. I had so much fun with that.
Nice.
Yeah, that reboot sequel, whatever we would call it.
Well, yeah, whatever you want to call it. 40 years later.
Yes. Truly, like it had been 40 years.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
That is crazy.
And what are some other horror films you like watching besides the Halloween series? And of course, the best one is Halloween 3.
I watched 2 horror movies last night, actually. I watch a lot of movies. I've seen 433 this year so far.
Wow, you counted them.
What? Yeah, I have Letterboxd, so it actually logs. It's an app and it logs it for you. It's the best app on the planet. I love it so much. And my friends make fun of me because I like force everybody on it. And I was like, I know that you've been slacking. I know you've been watching movies. I don't see them on Letterboxd. I'm like, oh, I just forgot to put them on. I'm like, don't forget, put them on Letterboxd. It's not hard. As soon as you watch it, you log it. That's all I ask you to do. Like I'm Letterboxd police, apparently. I'm their number one fan.
Nice.
I paid like it's a free app, but like I paid the $60 to be a patron.
Oh really?
Just because I wanted the little blue thing beside my profile. 2 horror movies I watched last night. I watched Uncle Sam.
Oh my God, yeah. I'd
never seen Uncle Sam before. That was surprisingly subtle in its approach, was my Letterboxd review. And then I watched Death by Temptation. You ever see that one? Yeah, I'd never seen that either. That was actually a boatload of fun.
Yeah.
What another horror movies I love to watch though? I would not consider either one of those like my favorite horror movie of all time.
Well, yeah, of course.
I had a lot of fun with both, but you know what I just watched, a couple weeks ago that I was blown away by how much fun I had was
Which
Mosquito.
One? I never saw
Mosquito. That's what it's a really campy B horror movie. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. Like it. Is it like as a creature feature? Older? It was so much. I think it was in like I'm gonna guess the 80s or 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, 80s or 90s. And B like horror movie. They didn't have much money at all, you can tell, but they had some fun, and I had some fun, and there was no one was spared. That's for sure. Anybody could go at any point in time, which I respect. I also love like serious ones like Babadook. I thought was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Loving your shirt, by the way. I should have picked up that you were a horror fan right off the top of this of our conversation. I should have picked up on that. I thoroughly enjoyed both the It film, the new It films. Those are really good. I'm very curious to see what they do with the show that they're making.
They're supposed to make that, right?
Yeah, a writer that I worked with, who's just a lovely writer and a lovely man, he's working on it. So I have a lot of faith for it. Yeah, I got a lot of faith for that show. So I'm gonna definitely give that a chance. Other horror movies I love.
Well, I mean, if your friend's working on it, you could You could have an appearance in that, right?
I I I would love it if he wanted to see me, I would absolutely do it for sure. That's currently. The offers. I'm sure it's in the mail, but
Okay.
we'll see if it arrives. I would love to do it though if they ever were interested.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did you ever see Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
I actually never have seen Killer Clowns from Outer
I,
Space, and I
I
know
love
that's
that
sort of like
movie.
sinful for a horror freak like me. It's like you gotta at least see it. Is it on
Yeah,
Shutter? Do you have Shutter?
yeah, I have that
I
app.
have I
Yeah.
have Shutter. Like I just absolutely adore Shutter.
Oh my god,
I just go on
it's
and
so
just
good.
throw it on sometimes, just like
Exactly.
whatever you're playing, because they have this Shutter TV when you first go on, or it's just in the middle of a
Mhm.
movie at all times, and I'm just like, yeah, let's check it out. They had Demons 2 yesterday on.
Oh, I love that movie.
I
Yes.
I put it on my list because I watched about like 10 minutes of it, and then my friend came over and he
Okay.
was like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "Fine, I'll turn it on." So I'm gonna watch it later. But then he was cool with Uncle Sam for some reason. So
Okay.
weird, little weird fellow.
Yeah, yeah. That was a really strange film. But I mean, it was fun though.
Yeah, no, it was fun. All right, well, Demons 2, I'm gonna have to go back and actually finish that and start it at the beginning this time.
It is. It's actually really good, and I'm a big fan of like rock music, metal
Yeah,
music, and the whole soundtrack throughout the Demons 2 is all like rock and roll songs, metal
just
songs. Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly. and you've done quite a few like horror shows and
I
horror
have,
films.
and I will always do more. I feel like it's been a little, but it's been like a hot minute since I've done a horror, so I need to get on one soon. Actually, I have a horror movie coming out
Oh, nice.
next month. I don't think I'm allowed to say the date yet, but a
Okay.
movie I did called, I believe, a movie I did called Margot's coming out very soon. And that's like
Sweet.
a fun, very fun throwback sort of 80s style horror. It's sort of like Evil Dead with a modern twist.
Oh, I love that.
It's like the
Nice.
classic, like 6 young adults go to a cabin in the woods, shit goes awry. But instead of it being a cabin in the woods, it is a cabin in the woods, but it's like a beautiful mansion, smart
Yeah.
home. So it's kind of like the house has its own personality, and she speaks to us and she serves us. But then, obviously we found out the house's idea of a good time is not exactly what we would deem a good time. And it's
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of gory, fun times.
Awesome. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I
I'm
haven't seen it
I'm
yet. I
definitely
just
gonna
have
keep
so
a
much fun
lookout.
making it, and I'm really excited to see it because I think it's going to be like schlocky and fun and just a like all around really good time.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah.
Nice. and, and I didn't realize it until I watch it. I watch Trick or Treat every
Yes.
Halloween with Little Sam,
What a
and you
great
were
movie.
actually in that movie.
I was. Yes, that was the movie. I was going to quit acting before I got that movie, and then that movie made me realize how much I loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I was 15 at the time. I never thought that I would like ever make a career out of it. I
Hmm.
was real down on myself. I was like, "Oh, I'll just quit. Stupid. I'll never make it as an actor." And then I booked Trick or Treat. That wasn't exactly like saying it's like now you will make it as an actor. Like that wasn't the thing. But I certainly after Trick or Treat, it was the first time I got to spend like more time on set than just like
Nice.
a couple days and saying like one line. Like that I actually got to be a part of that community that they built on that set, which was really lovely. And at the end of that 2 month shoot, I was like, there's nothing else in the world that I could ever possibly do other than this. I love this way too much. And then I started working a lot harder. And then lo and behold, you work harder, you actually, things started, happening more. I wasn't just lazy. I started caring. And apparently that helped.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, right. Just from a horror film.
Yeah, exactly. A really great one though.
Well, yeah,
Mike did a killer job with that movie.
and like Sam is like his stuff is still
Just
selling like crazy.
I still see it anytime because I'm always shopping for Halloween stuff. Every year I'm getting new stuff, and there's always Sam stuff. And actually, last year I saw my mask from Trick or Treat,
Oh,
and
really?
it's even had like the Trick or Treat branding. It was like Trick or Treat
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Vampire Kid, and I was like, that was me. I was Vampire Kid.
Oh my god, that's so
I'm
awesome.
him.
Yeah,
Can I have it for free? And they're like, no, you have to pay for this. So, it's fine. Take your $20.
I'm, you're the person they made the mask out of, and they can't even
I
give it,
know,
give it
I
to you. I
couldn't
mean,
prove that to them. Couldn't prove it to these people. They also never seen the movie. They're like, I don't care. What are you talking about? I thought this was just a generic vampire mask. And I was like, no, it's mine specifically. Specifically, this is mine. Yeah, I'll just buy out the whole stock.
right, exactly. There you go.
Yeah. Have people been buying these? Is this a hot seller? And they're like, no one's touched it. I bet they got a lot of Sam stuff being sold.
Well, yeah, they always have a lot of Sam.
He's an icon.
I know.
Gotta love Sam.
I mean, you also did like Bates Motel and Van
Yeah,
Helsing and The Haunting Hour.
Yeah, I had so much fun on all of those. Van Helsing, especially, that role to this day is maybe the most fun I've ever had on set. Like it's just unabashed madness, that character. It's just like, I remember the pitch, like, would you like to play this cigar smoking cokehead concentration camp owner? And I was like, absolutely. Yes. With every fiber of my being. There wasn't a word that you just said that I didn't love. I want this for me.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So I saw you were also part of something else. Like, how much fun was it, like, actually filming Kung Fu?
Kung Fu was a ton of fun. I mean, I didn't get to spend too much time with them, just the one episode, and like, it was pretty quick in and out when I was shooting it. But they're lovely people, man. They're every single one of them. Their cast is really sweet. I still stay in touch with Eddie from now and then.
Yeah.
He's awesome. And I know a lot of other actors that have gotten onto that show and did similar stuff I did, little guest stars and a couple episodes kind of thing. And everybody has the exact same thing to say. It's a lovely set and there's a lot of lovely people.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, and an amazing stunt team, like which you need to have, but
well, yeah,
sort of in the title. But yeah, that stunt team, a lot of those stunt guys worked on the 100 for a lot of years with me, and they're serious, like they know what they're doing.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. And like, what about this season? Like, do you have in mind like who you want to dress up as this season for Halloween?
I still am uncertain. I was thinking about it the other day, though. I just started, like, my wheels just started clicking
yeah.
recently. I'm uncertain, though, of what I would like to do.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I love the full-time Halloween season, going to all the like haunted houses and haunted hay rides and all that stuff. I love that stuff.
Oh God, yeah, I do everything. I make it the full month. It's the 31. My name turns from Richard to Dickie Spooks for all of October, and I do my 1 through 31 day frights on Instagram, just like little, like maybe a movie, or like maybe go to like a haunted corn maze, or just listen to the Monster Mash. It's never a bad time to be spooky.
I know, right? Exactly.
It's like the best. Classic spookiness is just fun for the whole family.
Oh yeah, of course. And I also read online you love to cook. So is there is there a dish that you like to do most?
Oh, there's my favorite one that like I just like it's such a good standby of like I'm gonna make something to impress somebody. It's a ragu that I make. So a pasta, a meat sauce that I cook it for like 7 hours and
Oh
got
wow.
three different kinds of meat and it's just to die for. So much Parmesan cheese in it in the sauce itself.
Nice.
It's a lot of anchovies for that extra umami.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
just flavor. It's just flavor all day long. Yeah, that's
Wow.
my favorite for sure. Well, that's the one that like if you need something to impress somebody, then and I love cooking all day long. Like I love
Mhm.
meals that take me like 8 hours to cook. I love that. It's sort of like cooking's like my therapy, I think. It takes away from the stresses of my job, which
Mhm.
usually involve like, I don't have a job right now. And that's the stress. So then cooking helps.
Wow.
Yeah.
That that actually sounds really good. Like, oh my God, that makes
Yeah.
me want it now.
Oh well. I mean, you got 7 hours on you?
Yeah. Well, from that, well, it's like 7:30 now, so I don't. Yeah,
It's
probably
gonna be
not.
well, you need a late night snack. You'd be ready in time for that. Yeah,
Exactly.
2 a.m., 2:30, 2:30 snack.
and, and besides being a really awesome cook and loving horror, what do you like doing during your free time when you're not doing films?
I I'm a man of simple pleasures. I love few things in this life, but the ones that I love them hard. I love to golf in my spare time. That's probably my favorite thing to do if I'm not at work is golfing. That is not to say I'm a good golfer. I just love golfing. I watch, like I said, I watch a lot of movies. I probably watch on average at least two a day. Um, I love hanging out with friends. I love a good alcoholic beverage with
There you
friends.
go.
That makes me very happy. Um,
Makes me happy too.
yeah, I love the people around me. That's the most important thing, and I would just like spending time with the people that are in my life. And I'm very lucky that I am the person that has the specific people that I have in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome. Awesome. And what kind of music do you like listening to? Like, what's on
every
your
kind of
playlist?
music, like every. I know that's probably the answer you get every time that you ask that question, because who wants to like limit themselves. So every actor you bring onto the show is probably like, I'm just like really like I'm so open to every music. But truly, I am. I mean, you mentioned metal. I actually don't listen to a lot of metal,
Okay.
but like I have a lot of respect for those musicians. Undoubtedly, I just haven't ever listened to a lot of it. I like Bob Dylan's my idol. He's my hero.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, Van Morrison. I love any blues. A lot of blues like Furry Lewis or Robert Johnson and all those
Mhm.
guys. Buddy Guy. Like the lists go on and on. Like I do love a lot. Last night I was listening to a lot of '90s hip hop, which was
Oh,
lovely.
really?
A lot. Yeah, we're doing like Tribe and Nas and yeah, Jurassic 5, a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And if you were gonna do karaoke song, what would be your song to choose?
Sorry, someone's calling me. I'm
Oh,
declining them. Decline. There we go. We're back. I sing a lot of karaoke. My go-to is One Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette.
oh yeah,
And I
yeah,
got
yeah.
to see it live because I literally just took um I went to Alanis Morissette last week in
Hmm.
concert on the floor, and she just blew the lid off the place.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh man, yeah, she's really awesome. I I love her stuff, her music.
Legend, yeah, and she had Garbage opening for her, and they were
No
sick. Like
doubt.
it was all awesome. It's a
Oh
real nice
damn.
'90s throwback.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I love both of them. That's awesome.
yeah, it was great, great concert.
Nice. And your show that's out now,
Yes, on
Gen
online
Zeroes,
GenZeroes. You can just
and
go to GenZeroes. I'm sure that we could put the link somewhere.
yeah,
Somewhere.
definitely.
And it's all free for everything that we've made so far. We got 8 episodes, and you could get through those in no time flat. So it doesn't cost you anything. So, you know, if you're watching this, jump on there, watch it.
Awesome. And where can fans find you at? I mean, I know they know where to find you at because all the fans love you.
Right. Well, yeah, like you said, Instagram. I don't really. I still have Twitter. So yeah, Instagram and Twitter. I mean, if you want to know what movies I watch, you can go to Letterboxd and follow Dickie Spooks. I watch a lot of movies. If you want to know what they are and my opinions, then you can find them there.
That is such a great name. I love that.
It's because my buddy Jared, he switched my name. He started calling me Dickie all of a sudden, and I was like, I don't know if I like that. I never said I was cool with that, and then all of a sudden it caught on, and all my friends started calling me. To the point like my girlfriend would just only call me Dickie, and I was like, I guess this is just who I am now. So then it was Uncle Dickie.
Oh my God.
People call me and like, hey, it's Uncle Dickie. And then I learned to like it. Like I actually appreciate it now. And then in October, I realized I was like Dickie Spooks because I bring the good fears. That's me. That's
exactly.
my personality, to the point where now I'm getting a tailor-made suit that has like on the inside of like a thing it's got like custom stitching of like my name, but my name and it's Dickie Spooks. And then if I flip up the collar on the back of it, it just says boo. If I flip the collar.
Oh my God, I love that.
When that suit comes in, it's the only suit I'm ever going to wear.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Like this
Thank
has
you for
been
having me. This
so
was
much
a lovely
fun.
chat. I didn't expect it to be so nice and conversational. This is fantastic.
I know this really was. This is really awesome. Like, I mean, your love for horror and wrestling was like
that's what really we gelled.
Exactly. Well, once again, thank you so much for doing the show, and
thanks for having me.
Everybody go watch your series.
Do it.
Have a good night.
You too, man. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye.